The very end of Noor's bed was different. It wasn't pressed up against the wall. There was a little space between the bed and the wall where dust bunnies liked to play, but Noor didn't like the dust bunnies. So every week, she would pull all the dust bunnies out of the gap and put them back on top of her bed. One night, just before Noor went to sleep, she noticed something strange in the corner. It looked like a dark hole at first, but then it started to glow. The glow grew brighter and brighter until it was a big, bright blue. Then from the blue light came a small keyhole. The keyhole twinkled at Noor and smiled. Noor couldn't believe her eyes. She had never seen a hole that could smile before. Excuse me, Noor said. Are you a portal? The keyhole nodded its head. I am a magic door, it said, and if you wish, you may come through me to wherever you want. Noor felt a little bit scared, but mostly she was curious. She was also a little bit tired, so she asked, wherever you want, like I could go to my room. The keyhole blinked. Of course, it said. That is if you can find the key. So Noor set off to look for the key. She checked under her bed, behind her curtains, inside her closet, even inside her toy chest. Finally, she gave up. She was too tired to keep looking for a key that might not even exist. And besides, she really did need to get some sleep. So she got into her pajamas, brushed her teeth, and climbed into bed. She closed her eyes tight and thought about the mysterious keyhole. Then she heard the soft, tinkling laugh again. And when she opened one eye, she saw the keyhole staring at her. You still haven't found the key, it said. Noor shook her head. Can I just come through without a key? She asked. The keyhole thought for a moment. Well, only tonight, just this once, it said. But you will need to return the favor sometime in the future. Noor smiled. Okay, thank you, she said. She crawled over to the edge of her bed and stepped into the keyhole. In a flash of blue light, she vanished. When she opened her eyes, she found herself lying on a soft bed of moss. All around her were flowers that glowed with the same blue light as the keyhole. Suddenly, a fat bumblebee buzzed past her ear and landed on a nearby flower. The bumblebee turned around, and Noor noticed that it had a tiny backpack on its back. Hello, Noor called out to the bumblebee. Where am I? The bumblebee took off his backpack and sat down on the moss beside Noor. You are in the Whispering Glade, he said. And I am Barry the bumblebee. Nice to meet you, Barry, Noor said. Do you know how I can get home? Barry scratched his fuzzy head. Home? You mean outside the Whispering Glade? Yes, said Noor. There's a whole world out there that I haven't seen yet. Barry pointed his fuzzy finger towards a path. If you follow that path to the end, you will find a way out of the glade, he said. Thank you, Barry, said Noor. Would you like to come with me? It's nice having a friend along. Barry considered this for a moment. Oh, well, sure, he said. It's always nice to meet someone new. So Noor and Barry set off down the path together. As they walked, Noor asked Barry lots of questions about the Whispering Glade. Is there anyone else who lives here? She asked. Oh yes, said Barry. There are all kinds of magical creatures that live in the Whispering Glade. If you listen carefully, you might hear their whispers. Just then, Noor thought she heard a giggle coming from behind a bush. As they approached the bush, Noor and Barry froze. Suddenly, a small head popped out from behind the leaves. Boo, said a tiny voice. Noor and Barry jumped. Don't sneak up on people like that, said Noor. The creature crossed its arms and pouted. But you're supposed to say boo when you're a booberry, said Noor. You're right, said the booberry. My name is Ben. Do you want to play hide and seek? Actually, we're on our way out of the Whispering Glade, said Barry. Oh, well then hurry up and come back soon, said Ben. We don't get many visitors. Then Noor and Barry continued down the path. Soon they came across a small stream. Barry sat down on a nearby stone. "This is where I need to turn back," he said. "The water from this stream is magic. It brings good luck to bees, but only if they drink it during the full moon." "Oh, well, thank you for showing me the way out of the whispering glade, Barry," said Noor. "You're welcome," said Barry. "Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some drinking to do." And with that, Barry disappeared into the bushes. Noor walked on until she saw a glimmer of light ahead. When she reached it, she found a small keyhole. Then she remembered what the door under her bed had said. "You will need to return the favor sometime in the future." Noor smiled. This must be the keyhole from under her bed. She stepped through and vanished in a flash of blue light. When she opened her eyes, she found herself in her own room. Her bed was right where she left it. The only sign that she had been anywhere else was a small blue flower behind her ear. Noor slipped out of bed and raced to her window. In the distance, she could see a faint blue glow coming from the whispering glade. Noor waved goodbye to the magical place. Then she brushed her teeth, put on her pajamas, and snuggled into bed. As she closed her eyes, she heard a familiar tinkling laugh. The keyhole appeared at the end of her bed. "You're back," it said. "I was wondering when you'd come. I had to say goodbye to my new friends," Noor said. "Friends?" asked the keyhole. "Oh yes," said Noor. "There's a kind bee named Barry and a funny little booberry named Ben." The keyhole looked thoughtful. "I haven't made any friends yet," it said. "Would you mind terribly if I came along with you on your next adventure? I promise I won't be a bother." Noor smiled. "Of course you can come with me," she said. "I would like that very much." Noor and the keyhole waved goodbye to the whispering glade and stepped through the shimmering portal together. They traveled to a land made entirely of candy. Then they visited a talking tree in a forest. And finally, they sailed on a magical boat with a mermaid who had lost her voice. On each of their adventures, the keyhole learned something new. It learned how to make new friends, how to be helpful, and even how to listen. When they returned home that night, the keyhole was tired. "I had so much fun today," it said. "Thank you, Noor." "You're welcome," said Noor. "I'm glad you could come with me, but now it's time for bed." The keyhole yawned. "Oh yes," it said. "Being a door can be very tiring work." Noor tucked the keyhole into the gap between her bed and the wall. Then she blew out her candle and snuggled under her covers. The keyhole peeked out from the gap. "Will you come back tomorrow, Noor?" it whispered. "Of course I will," she whispered back. And with that, Noor closed her eyes and fell fast asleep. The end.